I shot one of my biggest projects and it was a video campaign. Today, I'm gonna walk you through 4 aspects of our production day. Top of the morning, me and a couple other of the crew members went to Ibuki where we rented an array of lighting and grip equipment. Usually we do pickups and pre-light the day before you shoot. However, since the rental location and studio were basically on the same street, I decided to do everything in one day and just scheduled a couple extra hours to make everything happen. This was a small but very calculated move because not only did it save me and my crew an extra day of prep and driving and all that stuff, it also saved the client a lot of money because we only had to charge them for 1 day of production. After the pickups, we went to Viva Studios. We unloaded gear, started prepping lighting, camera, and the set. By the time the agency team and the clients rolled in, everything was already set up, so in their eyes, we looked like the true professionals we are. A huge difference when you're coming from small crews or solo work is having a video village or monitoring system. In our case, we set up Video Village on a big TV because we had the agency team there and the client team, and also we had to send a live feed to an AI team across the world. We did prep a decent amount for this, but not everything goes perfectly. What I mean by that is we didn't have the perfect tool for the live stream to AI just because we haven't had to live stream a feed before like that. So again, it didn't go perfectly. We had some technical issues that slowed down the production, but in the end, the client, agency, and the AI team understood the difficulty of this entire concept and project. And thankfully, Alex was able to troubleshoot all our technical difficulties and come up with a good solution. Inter-agency interactions can be a little bit tough, but my experience was great. My team, the agency, and the client had a good flow in terms of the channel of communication, and we were all comfortable being open and ourselves with each other. Another thing that I want to add is if you're coming from the solo world or if you're not used to working with clients or agencies, you have to remember that you're being hired to do what they need. Yes, sometimes there's avenues to be a little bit more creative and experiment, but most of the time you just need to do the job that you've been hired for. How I learned that on this shoot was through having multiple camera setups, whereas we only needed one. So if I just listened to what the client and agency really needed and wanted, I would have saved a couple $100 and used that money somewhere else. So see, you're always learning. From every shoot I do, no matter how big or small, I always have a bunch of takeaways, and from this one I learned so much. Starting with that directing is very hard. Because I'm coming from a cinematography background where I'm in the camera and lighting departments, I knew what those guys needed and how much time, but I didn't know what everyone else needed. This didn't destroy the shoot or slow us down too much. It's just something I learned where, okay, I gotta talk to each department head and see exactly what they want and how I can help them achieve that. I touched upon this before, but I'm gonna say it again because it's so important, which is specifically with client and agency work, you're being hired to execute what they want. Again, there is a creative aspect to it somewhere, but you gotta remember at the core, they're hiring you to fill their needs, so keep that at the top of your mind. Shout out to my crew and everyone else that was involved because the shoot was a success and the easiest part. We're not done yet, now we move on to post-production, but before you go, as always, I do have a short BTS video that shows how the production day went, so make sure to go check that out.